Yellow. Oh, I'm angry again. I really need to move that.
You're mad.
Yeah,
What are you mad at?
I'm mad at... What did I use the exclamation point for? Starting stream. That was why I used the exclamation point, so that's why I was mad.
Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
How we
Hello.
doing today? I have
I'm
crackers.
tired.
Me too.
Oh my god. Twinsies.
Yeah, I didn't get to take a nap because I had to make dinner.
I took one, but that was because I couldn't fall asleep until like 4 something.
Awesome.
I know. It sucks.
Hi, Summer.
Hello.
How
Hello,
you
guys.
doing?
Yeah, join the farm. Let's go
Everybody be on the
farming.
farm.
Let's go farming. Let's go. Whoa, whoa.
I'm trying to think of like silly farm songs. Besides like Old MacDonald.
Old MacDonald had... wait, how does it? I don't even know how it
Old
goes.
MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
E-I-E-I-O. Um,
And on his farm he had a cow. E-I-E-I-O.
E-I-E-I-O.
Oh my god, congratulations, Summer. I'm glad that you figured out the rainbow hair.
Oh my gosh, wait, did they post it?
I don't know, did they? Did you
Can
post
I
it?
see this? Can I see this picture? Where's this picture?
Not yet.
Not yet? Hey, you better post it.
You can at me.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mina's okay with being added, but you can at me. Okay, that makes sense.
That's fair.
If you can finish by Wednesday, then we're doing it again on Wednesday. I'm
That's true.
just eating crackers.
I have 4 almonds on my table.
Why do you have exactly 4 almonds on your table? Is it the remains of your snack?
Yeah, it's whatever's left.
I have 10 crackers.
Mmm. Oh, I have a protein shake too.
What you're seeing right now in my model is me struggling to open a bottle.
I would use my massive biceps to crack that shit
What the hell's
open.
going on here? Why is this being difficult? Hold on a second.
Grab a towel.
Clearly.
Chat, if you ever hear birds or cars, I live in the suburbs. Spring rolls? That's a pretty good dinner. Guys, today I like woke up and then I didn't eat
I
for a
just
long
frozen
time.
like
Like
the
I had
weirdest
like
way
one
possible.
sandwich at like 1. And then I went and worked out. Bro, I was so hungry.
I think today I skipped breakfast and then effectively skipped lunch. Because I didn't eat anything really when I got home.
Yeah, I didn't really have a lunch either.
I just
I
had
had
dinner.
like I had a mini egg salad sandwich.
That
And
sounds
then I
good.
worked out when I messaged you. Yeah, please eat.
It's just one of
Funny
those.
joke.
It's just one of those Mondays.
I had to play Valheim, okay?
Wait, what?
Yeah. I was playing with Percy.
On stream?
No.
Just in general.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We play off stream a lot. Well, I say a lot. It's more like whenever we can.
That's nice.
This is a special occasion.
That's cute.
Oh. We have a house together. And
How
then
big
we
of a house?
talk about work. It's like a 2-story house.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it got beat up today. I had to fix it. Streamers, please survive. You're funny.
We are
You are
surviving
funny.
somehow. We're not dead yet. I'm
Who do you think
realizing.
survives better, me or you?
Good question.
That's a really good question. I think we're like better than the other in various ways, but then in some other ways we're like worse.
Yeah, basically.
If you put
I
us together,
we
we
might
might
be
come out with
functional.
one person.
We might be functional, but we still live with our
Yeah.
parents regardless.
Oh my god, yeah, yippee.
Survival tier list. Let's rank all of Baka Pro.
I mean, what's on the list? Eating, drinking, sleeping, working, exercise, and going out.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not going out counts as surviving though.
I
My
think
money.
I think it's important to see humans.
I guess socializing in general.
Yeah.
It's like I think I'm pretty
Yeah.
decent at socializing. I'm just really bad about going out.
I think it's good to go outside sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't go out
I
that
do not.
often.
I don't. I do not like going out. I go
I'm
outside.
open
It's
to
different
either. I
too.
do like going outside though.
I'm like okay with going outside. I just prefer not to.
I like to because it means I get to eat good food.
True.
Yeah, if I'm going outside, usually I'm like, I'm gonna eat something yummy, or
Yeah, and
I'm
delivery
going
is
on a
expensive.
run.
They jack up the prices so much. I was looking at Uber Eats keeps on trying to get me to like sign up for it again.
Uber Eats is always like 200% of the price.
Yeah, so like I have like recently I got um dinner at well lunch at like a halal food plates. It was really
Mm,
good. And they had like a lot of food for a pretty decent price. It's like $11 for like a good platter.
mm.
And on Uber Eats it's like over 15.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. And then you add on like tipping your driver and like delivery fees. It's
It's
just like a
not
whole.
worth it.
Sometimes if I'm like pressed for time or something and like I have a promotion going on, then I'll do it. But
I'd only do it if I was like really in the middle of nowhere.
hmm, you think? I think I did the opposite actually,
Oh,
because I feel like you go out, like make it an event. You go to do all your like grocery runs and stuff. Then you go out and get something to eat and you bring it back, that kind of thing. And
mm.
otherwise, you cook at home.
See, if I live in the middle of nowhere, then I just want people to Uber Eats to me.
Understandable.
Yeah, but I don't live in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah, me
so
neither.
like it's fine.
Oh
I don't really need it. I think I used it at like work, and then work
yeah,
pays for it.
yeah, that's nice when that happens.
Yeah,
I like when work pays for things.
me too.
My boss randomly will like get me stuff, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, that reminds me I need to buy my anime convention ticket.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a
that's
work
always
expense,
nice.
baby.
That's always
Yeah,
I like that you can do that. I wish I could do
I
that.
know. I just have to be really convincing about it, and then they'll say yes anyways.
I want to be able to
Yeah.
expense my convention visits.
Yeah.
Oh
One of my former coworkers, he used to like buy stuff at conventions and then
my
expense it.
god,
Oh my god, what a guy.
that's crazy.
What can I say? It's market research.
Oh yeah, Summer's like, I don't mind going outside to be a functioning adult, but if it's for socializing, I need to take a few days in solitude to recharge. Yeah, it's not like I guess it depends. I'm like sort of okay with it if it's like I have to socialize, but I do like having my alone time, so
I do whatever. I think anyone needs like a recharge moment though.
Yeah. I think everybody needs like you kind of need both. You need to have some time with other people, and then you also need to have time by yourself.
Yeah. Oh, my mid rate. Oh, he's turning into blocks. It's
Oh
Roblox.
no! My computer is doing a lot. Actually, hold on. Is it finished doing half of the stuff that I've asked it to do? Um, this is fine. I can close this now. This can stay. That's fine. You read it?
I can read it. It's just
That's good.
Roblox.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Dun 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 dun. Creeper, creeper. Oh yeah.
I don't know any like the parody songs.
I feel like I should learn the lyrics properly. I don't know all of it.
Hello. Everybody like the sound levels, all that stuff. Where are you? Hold on.
I can turn on my audio on your stream.
Only if you want to. I think I'm okay. We can start whenever.
Yeah. Well, I think the music is soft, but that could just be because it's piano music.
Yeah, it's just how soft the music usually is.
Yeah.
Because there's a really large like range of music.
Oh,
And
in
this
this
one just
game.
happens. Yeah, they're just this one
You
just
know what
happens
you
to be
should
soft.
do?
Hmm?
You should put a compressor on the game.
Well, there's an idea.
Yeah, you should try that.
I think it's like sort of okay because it's part of what it's supposed to be, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Well, sometimes games are not audio balanced, so that you just have to compress it.
This one's not too bad. It's just like the loud songs are very loud.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, it's better to have it this way because I mean you can still hear it.
Yeah.
You can still hear the sound at least.
Yeah.
It's just very soft.
All right. Well,
Let's get started.
shall we get into it? I don't remember any of the voices. None of them.
Not me neither. It's okay.
We ball.
We do.
I need to bring people joy through my music, the same way Mommy has shown his light upon me. Although, I realize I'm still not really in a position to do that. I'll need a lot more practice before I can get to that point.
I'm forgetting. Not space. There's something I need to confirm with you.
Yes, Dad. What?
Are you really planning to transfer to an overseas school?
What? Yeah, I am. I've already ran it by the school.
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. More than anything, this experience will help you grow as a person. There's no need to rush or panic. I'm sorry. You can come back anytime. Stay safe.
Sure.
That's awkward. What kind of a talk is that? Toma understood that his father wasn't too enthusiastic about his decision to travel overseas in order to study music, and that realization made his heart ache. Though his father had attempted to give him a warm send-off, he would have likely preferred if Toma went to law school instead.
Ooh, lawyer.
With Toma's little brother being sickly and his mother working away from home, Toma might have been his father's only hope.
I'm sorry, Dad, but this is something I've decided with Mamiya. I have to bring people joy through the power of music.
Oh, Toma, it's been a while. A doctor called out to him while he was visiting his little brother at the hospital. How has Dr. Uze been holding up? Do tell him I'd like him to come and visit us again.
I'll pass it on.
Toma had known this doctor since that concert from a year ago. It was a charity concert organized by the hospital. It made him wish to become able to create and deliver such music. What that sentence reads weird. It And through that, the children, who would go on to become the new generation, would surely come to know the wonders of music. Toma could clearly remember himself thinking just that. If we get the funds, we plan to organize something this year, too. You're more than welcome to join us if you can. I'm just making up shit.
I will, thank you. Yeah.
While waiting for the bus, he killed time by drinking canned coffee in the waiting room. The place seemed to have been used as a relaxation spot for patients, with both adults and children enjoying their time here. Hey nurse, who's gonna be this year's big event? You can do this one, I guess. It doesn't really matter.
There was a concert in the music hall last year, right? I wonder what we'll have this year.
Toma couldn't help but listen in to what the nurse and the children were talking about. There was something like that? Oh yes, some pros came, remember? Nurse, please get something different this year. Let's get a comedian, like the ones on TV, you know? That, how do you say it?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more fun.
Oh, fun?
Ah.
He looked at the clock and realized it was about time for the bus to arrive. Even as he sat on the bus, his mind kept replaying what the innocent child had said.
No matter how wonderful I think it is, I guess not everyone will feel the same way.
I guess that's how thick the wall between me and the world is, he thought. Toma, are you really planning to transfer to an overseas school?
I guess music really is just entertainment.
But even you...
Arisuga was writing a story about MAMIYA, though. I can't. Arisuga, your lips bleeding. Sorry. I just can't write my story.
Huh?
I'm utterly unable to convey MAMIYA's qualities, charms, humor, or knowledge.
Why? Why can't you do it? Don't give up, Arisugawa. If you can't do it, then we... Do it! Come on, just do it! Write your story already. Why can't you just do it?
Nigaki.
Why? So it seems that not a single one of us was able to feel it. We couldn't overcome society. We lost. All we did was realize how utterly weak we've been. Just the act of living is making my heart wear out. It's always been like this. This world is so hard to live in. The only reason I'd managed to get by was because Mamiya was there. No matter how many memories we share, none of you are a Mamiya. There's no point to anything if Mamiya is no longer around.
My. If Mamiya has no shape, that means she can stay around without ever dying. Why aren't you here, Mamiya? Why didn't you take me with you?
A world without you has no meaning whatsoever. Why?
This is a lot to endure.
The afternoon moon above was so much fainter than at night. Oh.
Mamiya's so far away.
Their disappointment had turned to fatigue, and soon enough, they no longer had the will to muster up any more courage again.
Oh, I need to water the cactus.
Bach, are you done preparing yet?
What do you mean? And I'm not Bach.
Don't try to avoid this. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Tell us a story about you and Mamiya. The air suddenly froze. Her eyes are so scary. The time had finally come. Nigaki gulped and watched the two from a distance.
Why me?
You're the one who broke the ice, even though fate hasn't exactly dealt you a favorable hand.
Man. Hey,
Arisugawa stood between them.
leave it at that, Edie.
Now this is rare. You don't usually side with someone, and weren't you the one who said it?
Bach? Arisugawa? I told you it'll be necessary someday, right? Uh, well, it looks like that someday is right now. So, it was all for this? You were nice to me just for this? I thought you'd help me. That you'd side with me.
Arisugawa faced away from him. Toma.
Nigaki.
He looked at her as if to beg for help, but she ignored him too. Talk.
Ni.
Tell us about you and Mamiya. I've always been interested. I really wanted to know. So hurry up.
A story about me and Mamiya?
He cast his gaze down as if cornered, then looked out the window.
It's still too early.
Excuse me?
It's still bright out. Let's wait until evening. 7 o'clock should be fine. It's cold, so put on something warm. I've been waiting for you.
Wait, why did you call us out here? Why not talk inside?
Well, we have warm tea at least.
You corner him and then get mad at him for doing it his way. He poured some tea from a thermos. As the steam rose, Nigaki hesitantly took the cup in hand.
What a relief. The sky's cleared up. Hey. It was raining at noon, right? The stars are beautiful on rainy days, so this is a perfect day for astronomical observation.
Hentai consult.
Why'd you call us out here? You need a romantic atmosphere to talk about Mamiya? Does that make it easier for you? Astronomy is what led me to meeting Mamiya. He loved all the stars, and truly understood the spirit of the universe. He was like the starry sky in winter. You could be in the kind of cold that made you want to walk faster. Yet, just by looking up, you'd see lights so intense that you wouldn't think they were thousands of light years away. That might have been why I used to walk around in the cold. If I could see something this beautiful, then the cold wasn't such a bad thing. At least, that's what made me think.
The other three continued listening to him in silence. They all tried to see a part of themselves in him, as well as look for differences. The stars glittered gracefully in the sky above. Toma exhaled a soft, white breath as he beheld its endless canopy.
Yeah, it's cold. Let's go back inside.
Aww. When did people stop being children? All I really needed was music. My world didn't go beyond that silent, vast universe. Toma, stop. You're too focused on the rhythm. The strings are reverberating, leave behind the depth of the sound.
I see.
Your problem is that when you read music off the sheet, it sounds too mechanical. Have more respect for Bach. You have the technique, but try to put more emotion into it.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Cello Suite Number 5. This heavy, grave composition was my current project. I did respect Bach. Without him, music wouldn't be what it was today. I did my best to listen to the love, sadness, joy, and pain in his music, and try to digest it. I tried, but...
There's no point if I can't convey it, is there?
Sorry, my throat is bothering me.
Okay.
I thought about my problem while wiping the bow. I want you to become a politician like me. I understood his feelings well. He didn't force me to follow the path he wanted just because I was the eldest son. It was my life, after all. And yet, However faint, the opaque hope strangled me like silk.
There's no way I'd make a good politician.
I've never been good with words. The feelings I held inside would always be crushed, restrained, and limited. I was on my back. I was on my way back from the hospital after bringing a change of clothes for my brother. The stars were shining bright in the distant sky. Just how long has it been since I held hands with my parents and looked up at those stars?
Now's not the time to think about that. I gotta get home and practice.
When did people stop being children? I met MAMIYA during my first year in high school. Really? You like stargazing too?
Yes, I was looking forward to the Leonids yesterday, but the weather wasn't good for it.
That's a real shame. And man, I'm glad I was able to find someone good before graduation. The spectacled senior took out a key from his pocket.
What's this?
The key that unlocks the beauty of the expanding universe. In my hand, there was a rocket-like keychain with a key on it, gleaming softly in the night light. The astronomy club was on the roof. When I went there, I found that man. He was wearing a hoodie and another school's uniform. He, MAMIYA, was sleeping on a dusty blanket. The sight shocked me.
Hey. You...
I tried to touch the soldier, reflecting the light coming in through the door, and... So bright! He quickly got up, forcing me to pull my hand away and back off. I hadn't realized he was breathing. I actually...
There are fireworks being shot outside.
Wait,
Do
I
you
can
want to
hear
know
them.
when the... Do you know when the next holiday is in Canada?
When?
Next Monday.
Next Monday? Did they get
Next
the wrong?
Monday.
Did they get the date wrong?
I hate it. I hate this. I hate Canadians. If there's anything wrong with them,
I
it's
hate
that they shoot
Canadian.
fireworks at the wrong time. Every time.
I feel like it's specifically a problem with your neighborhood because your neighborhood always seems to have
Well,
like
any holiday,
fireworks
there's
going
like
off.
a 2-week buffer where people apparently decide it's firework time.
That's
It's
so
not even
odd.
legal.
Oh my god. That's so
Okay, well,
unfortunate.
it sounds like it's only one person, so
Day zero.
hopefully they're done.
Here's hoping.
I like how you could hear it.
Yeah, I could hear it. It wasn't too bad though. Like I
Just
barely
like a little
registered
boop
it.
boop boop.
Yeah, I barely registered it.
Hi, Zero. I'm complaining about fireworks. You
Otherwise, we're
can't hear
doing
too
okay.
much. I know at some point you guys heard a car honk. Toma's a car now. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't hear the car. Yeah, and the fireworks were really light, so
If you didn't mention it, I wouldn't notice. Start noticing now.
low key
Start
it
noticing.
it kind of just fits with the ambient noise of the game.
Fireworks right now? Yeah. The
When's
holiday's
our
in
next
1 week.
holiday? I think our next holiday is Memorial Day, but I don't quite remember when that is.
Ours is Victoria Day. To celebrate the Queen that is dead.
I think that ours is the week after yours.
Mmm. Oh my
Yeah.
god, long weekend. Yippee.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I need as many long weekends as I can get.
I need a long weekend right now.
Felt.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hopefully no fireworks will be summoned. Although I do hear birds, but it is
It's
what it
okay. I
is.
can't hear the birds actually.
I, I thought you were dead.
Cute. Huh? Oh. Still half asleep, he scratched his head before looking at me and opening his eyes wide. Now he looks kind of like Ro, just
Rio.
with like lighter skin
Wait, which Rio?
in this game. This
Rio.
guy, Ro.
Oh, wait. Wait, huh? Wait,
This
Rio who?
guy, this guy looks like Ro from this game.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
Rio again?
Are you okay?
Huh?
Here, wait,
Wait,
wait, where are my
wait, which
images?
characters? Huh?
Hold on, okay. Let me just...
My my brain is toasted.
Yeah, look.
Oh, you mean
This one.
Rio?
Yes, yo. This
I'm
one.
like, who? Is he?
I like how you're like, oh, you mean Joe. Like, I said a different name.
I was like, who? Yeah, I don't know anyone.
It's okay.
Also, holy, you want to see my screen?
Yes.
Guys, the bitrate is so crazy. I'm playing Roblox.
Hold on a second.
Guys, if you want to know what I'm reading, this is what I read. Straight up Roblox.
Yes. I'm just gonna replace. Why are your images always so fucking big? You always send
Because
over like the most like
my
gigantic
screen is
images.
massive.
This is it.
Guys, this is what I see.
This is how it is now.
This is the game.
Yeah, perfect. Oh man. It is readable. Yeah, the text is readable.
Yeah.
The facial features not so much.
Yeah, well, sometimes it actually gets so bad you can't even read. It
Mhm.
depends what it says.
Yeah. Oh, my eyes are bothering me.
Ba-da-bum, boom, boom, ba-da-bum, boom, 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 boom.
You're
It's a
Mori
cute song.
Chikatoma, right?
How do you know that?
One of the seniors told me that we're getting a new first year.
And you are...
Mamiya. My name's Mamiya. Welcome to the Astronomy Club, Toma. It was a windy, dry November. Oh, Glizia says hydrate, so you too.
Oh, protein shake.
Oh, perfect. Despite being from another school, Mamiya would sneak in here to use the club room as his main haunt. The room looked anything but well kept. There was a mess of old tanned magazines and manga scattered everywhere. I got a different key, you see. Apparently this has been passed down for years now. He shook his key, which was on a moon-shaped keychain. That's cute.
So he basically pushed on me, huh?
So, wanna watch a NASA video?
Sorry, but I didn't actually enter the astronomy club.
Come on, you can still watch it though, right? I really liked it myself.
I have something else to do, sorry.
Really? Well, come on over whenever you feel like it.
Sure, see ya.
I looked at the constellation map and the Apollo 11 poster as I closed the door. I probably wouldn't come here again. I wasn't in a situation that would allow it.
I have a cello lesson tomorrow. I need to make sure to keep a steady rhythm.
I made my way down the stairs while tapping my thigh with my fingers. I was on my way home from practice. I whipped my body to force myself to walk.
Oh, dinner. Well, I'm not really hungry.
Hey, Toma. I heard my name and turned my shoulder to face the speaker. There, I saw a familiar high school boy.
Oh, hello, Mamiya.
What are you doing out here so late?
I'm on my way back from practice.
You look awful.
Really?
You were going back from a lesson? What do you do?
I play the cello.
Oh,
And the piano.
awesome.
I can also sing, I guess.
Do people usually do so many things at once?
I still want to do more actually. I'm thinking of picking up a wind instrument.
Hmm. So you want to be a musician?
No. I'll probably become a government worker.
Oh. What a waste. You play so much music.
Well, it's not like every musician can become a pro.
But you like music, don't you?
Yeah.
You should strive for it then.
No, it's fine, really.
Alright, today is the most active day for the astronomy club.
Hey, Mamiya, wait, where are you taking me?
What do you mean, where? That was weird, it was just like empty. Oh, a place where we can see the stars, obviously. Mamiya then went and flashed a wide grin.
How long do we have to walk?
I like this track.
Mm-hmm.
The good spot I know is some way ahead. It gets better the farther you go from the city. Mamiya pulled me by the hand through the forest.
Sorry, Mamiya. That's enough, thanks. I need to head back and study for...
There. Toma, look up.
Huh?
I looked up. In the sky, I saw so many stars that I didn't feel like I was in Tokyo anymore.
Wow, I can see them so well. This place is pretty good.
Told ya. Man, what a relief. With such pretty stars hanging in the sky, there's really no reason not to smile.
I wasn't smiling?
Oh, not at all. You were totally down in the dumps.
I see.
Though I felt like I was wasting time, I also felt my heart begin to come untied. It must have been a power this strange boy had. In his eyes, my line of thinking must have seemed shallow. Position, honor, money, flesh, death took all those things away. He knew all too well that in this world, everything was borrowed at best. Since then, I'd knock on the astronomy club room's door every day I had no music lessons.
Morning, Mamiya.
Yo, Toma! We made our rocket and moon keychains click as we smiled. That's cute!
Yowie?
This was our personal greeting. The sacred handshake.
That is Yowie.
Yeah. These days, I thought that if flesh was borrowed, then Mamiya alone was real. He had no body, and that made him the one thing I'd always yearned for.
Yeah, right. I probably wouldn't have thought that about anyone else but him. Yowie?
That's gay, Toma.
Yeah. You all feel the same way, right? Even though you can't have peace of mind with something you can't touch.
I'm sorry, Toma.
It's okay, Dad. Don't force yourself.
It's about time you... forget it. Thanks for all your help. I put down the receiver inside. It was election season. My dad was really busy and spent very little time at home. Ever since I was a child, my father had tried to lead me into being a politician. Oh, so it was a misspelling that one time. I was looking at it before, and I like, didn't really register it before. Because they spelled it T-I-T-I-A-N.
Oh yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, I think that's wrong, but I didn't feel like pointing it out. Because
It's fine.
this game has so many typos, actually. It's okay, but also... He showed me how politicians dealt with society, how they worked. I respected my father and understood the necessity of politicians. However... Dad, I have a cello contest on that day. I have a piano test the week after, and then a visit from the famous vocal teacher. Was that a disappointment to my dad? He was such a great, venerable person. Did you hear that Enomoto's little brother won the national contest? Those brothers sure have such bright futures ahead of them.
And I'm not sure something.
We were the same age. He learned alongside me, and we both went to the competition, and yet there's such a stark difference between us now.
Well, it just sounds like me. I.
These days, young people were very talented. If there was a way to catch up and surpass them, it was through the right environment and the amount of time spent practicing.
Me when I was forced into music lessons.
Oh no.
That's it for today's practice. Oh yeah, I need to bring Spare close to the hospital. Where could Mother be right now?
The moment I muttered that, the feelings within poured out.
Adults should look after children, right?
My voice was like a beast's growl. I shocked even myself and felt like apologizing to the whole world. I didn't mean it. I knew that my parents and brother had it hard. Everyone had their hands full with themselves, and there was no helping that. I was actually having it pretty good. I had no right to complain.
No way, he's just a child in an Asian family.
Yeah, I know, right? Then again, if I had to grow up and become an adult, the best way to do that was to give up on music, right? Those dark, pitiful feelings overwhelmed my heart.
I'll quit the astronomy club too. I never had any time for it to begin with. I feel bad for MAMIYA, but I'll go give him back the key.
Look, Toma, big news.
MAMIYA, there's something important I gotta tell you.
I found a treasure map.
A treasure map?
Why would he say something so childish? I was so shocked my voice was almost enraged. This map's gonna show you the way to the treasure island. Surely it was just a meaningless scribble left by former members of the club. I didn't even want to address it. I had something important to tell him, and yet this just made me even more irritated at myself for being bad at talking. Hey, Toma, wanna go to the sea with me?
What are you talking about? There's no sea nearby.
Boat trips require a navigator, you know. You can read the stars, right? You can navigate for us.
Hey, MAMIYA!
Mommy was always forceful, one-sided, and hard to get a hold of. And so we went rowing out to the sea. Bro just goes along with it. The ship we went on was a small one. The wind was somewhat strong, and when we raised the sail, the ship began to shake. I hesitantly grasped the rudder while Mamiya calmly adjusted the sail. With the wind's direction being what it is, we'll be going against it. Turn it a bit to the left. Doing as I was told, I moved the rudder left. Albeit awkwardly, the ship slowly began to move. There, that's the way. Us playing human fall flat. The waves are pretty high around here, but they should be calmer further out. I was about to give a firm nod in response, then quickly snapped back to my senses.
Enough of this, MAMIYA. Why did you get me involved in something this stupid? I don't have the time to...
Listen, it's important not to overthink things.
What?
It's not easy to just empty your mind. I mean, people generally rack their brains thinking about stuff all the time. The people who can just not think are actually the strongest out there.
No way, real?
Rose just like, share if you don't think. You're actually important. As I thought about the meaning behind those words, the ship continued to move.
No good, MAMIYA. A mist is rolling in.
The sea was blanketed in mist a short distance ahead, making it impossible to see anything. Mamiya used the foghorn to check the surroundings, but it was still pretty much impossible to know what was around us. It felt as though the ship was surrounded by a thick white curtain. Toma, you might be tired, but it's dangerous around here. Let's get some rest after going a bit ahead.
Alright.
Mamiya opened a nautical chart and turned on a flashlight. However, the deeper we went into the mist, the more questionable sounds we heard from the ship.
Mist is so dense I can't even tell where we're going. It makes me feel uneasy.
Not much longer now. Don't give up.
Will we really make it to the treasure island?
We will. I'm sure of it. The hand he put on my shoulder gave me some peace of mind. Following those words, the ship continued cutting through the mist. Next
My
thing I
brother's
knew-
going to play violin. Every noise. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. It'll fit in.
You're right.
Whoops. Next thing I knew, I'd grown so tired I fell asleep. Hey, Toma, wake up!
Mm.
When I woke up, I saw a vast sky full of stars. The sky was dark, and all I could hear was the waves. When I looked above, I saw so many stars it was startling.
I've never seen a starry sky this beautiful.
Overwhelmed by nature's beauty, I briefly forgot about my father and music. Mommy was right. Astronomical knowledge was invaluable here. This is a nice OCG.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Toma. Out on sea, the stars serve as our guide. If you find the North Star, you'll find your bearings on a nautical chart. I sat down on the deck and looked up at the stars, chart in hand.
If that's Polaris, then that's Orion. That's the Big Dipper. And that's Cassiopeia.
Good job. You did it. That's the first time I've heard Orion pronounced that way.
Oh. It's because I know someone named Orion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Cassiopeia. I knew I did the right thing by bringing you along as a navigator. Mamiya rubbed my head and praised me. I bashfully told him to stop it and kept watching the stars.
Looking at the stars makes holes the planets play in my head.
The planets?
Oh, you're not familiar with it? The most famous movement in the piece is probably Jupiter.
I sang a bit of it and he reacted to it well.
I know that it's not about the celestial bodies, but the sounds are so rich that personally, I see a connection between it and the vast universe. All the compositions are great, and they seem to improve your mental image of the planets.
Which one do you like the most?
Well, it's hard to pick just one, but I guess I'd go with Venus.
Venus, the bringer of peace. That was the name given to the composition. It suits you perfectly.
I'm happy to hear that, but you actually remind me of Venus too.
Really?
Oh wait, Mercury, Jupiter, or maybe Uranus might be a better fit. Honestly, I feel like you're the planets all at once.
I smiled, but Mamiya made a complex expression and seemed to be thinking about something. I'm not a planet. You can see me without a telescope. He stood up, pointed at the twilight sky, and smiled. I'm the moon. Standing on the deck of the ship, he looked at me as the night sky spread out behind him. Every time the ship swayed, the stars shook with it. I'm always closest to you.
Moon.
That seemed somehow fitting.
Is this just yaoi?
Yes. The way it floated and shone in the sky was reminiscent of Mamiya.
Debussy's moonlight. Not bad.
As I muttered that, Mamiya looked up at the sky again.
Oh, the Ursids?
Yeah.
Are gonna come next. Will you watch them with me?
Sure. It's a promise. Let's turn everything into a joke. And I do mean everything. You tend to be too serious, so that will work well for you. Hey Toma, tell me something funny. If you
Your
speak
balls?
if If you speak humorously about things that happen to you, I'm sure you'll become strong. Just meme on everything.
Just be a
What
little bit of a troll.
was it? Was it okay for me to be a child still? With the stars as our guide, we were able to arrive at our destination.
We're finally at the treasure island. I didn't think we'd actually make it.
This was a long and arduous voyage, and the secrets of the island will finally be unraveled.
Secrets? What do you think we'll find there?
How long have they been out to sea, I wonder?
I don't know, but it's cute to get them just like running around.
Yeah, it is cute. They say the treasure island is full of gems and riches. But more valuable than that are the many stories born over the course of its long history.
Stories?
A city sunken by the sea, a paradise inhabited by long-lived, beautiful mermaids. There are many stories like that, and they're all true for the treasure island.
So your goal is to verify those stories?
My question made him put on a resigned smile. No, I want to become the treasure island story itself. What?
What do you mean by that?
Before I got an answer to my question, the ship slowly stopped and Mamiya got off.
Hey, Mamiya, wait up!
When I chased after him and stepped on the treasure island, my vision was quickly flooded by light. Don't quit music, okay? That was the last thing I heard Mamiya say. So, that was all just an allegory about me winning the competition. All I got was a certificate as the first place winner and the telescope left in the astronomy club.
It was during the Ursid meteor shower that I realized Mommy was gone.
Last year, I watched it alongside Mamiya around the same time. There was a freezing, wintry chill in the air. I went to get some warm coffee from my thermos. The meteor shower was simply beautiful. So Mamiya and I promised to see them again next time. He was up for it too.
I've been waiting for him ever since.
Under the full sky, I waited a long time, but my teeth were clattering. The cold was making me want to sleep. I felt like Mamiya would show up the moment I looked at the telescope, so I never actually looked through it. My pale breath filled the air around me. I wanted to see that green eye shining in the dark, and yet... Samijima had helped bring the telescope into the house at the end of the year. I had him bring his mini and put it in. A telescope? Is it yours?
Yeah, would you like to look at the stars?
Sure.
Then come to the veranda at 3 in the morning. Put on something warm and...
And when I said that, she grimaced and ran off like a cat.
Oh, so you're not up for it. How about you, Samijima?
I'm working late tonight.
I see. You must be busy.
As for Arisugawa, he was still back at his real home.
Well, I've always wanted to stargaze by myself anyway.
That's so sad.
Aww.
It was the 3rd of January. In the early morning, the moon was very close to Venus. I looked at the stars without even knowing that. Yet the sight of the partially filled moon and Venus made me shed tears within the morning light.
Mamiya. Mamiya. Mamiya!
I continued sobbing as tears rolled down my cheeks. I was like a broken dam. I just couldn't stop crying. The sunrise was beautiful.
The Ursids will come again this year. You could see it last year, the year before that, and even this year. It's a really special thing. A cruel kind of special, as it also made me recall all my memories of Mamiya. Even now, whenever I look up at the moon, I always think of the moonlight from that time. And that's the end of my story. The rest is as you know it. In the latter half of December, I felt something vanish. And Mamiya was gone. I really want to go stargazing with him again. Yowie.
Still holding the book, I fell silent. I tried my best to remain objective, but I couldn't help but become invested. I was simply that moved by their stories.
How come they see Mommy as a positive entity? I mean, it's Mamiya's fault that my friends end up dying.
Looking back at it, the various Mamiyas did frequently act supportive of my friends. It was just that the endings of each story were far too cruel. Really, what it is that Mamiya is just highly indulgent of everybody around him, and what that does is it's really bad for the people that just are not doing well in life.
Yeah, and it's good for the people that need it.
Yeah.
Would these people also end up dying horrible deaths? Or could it be that the stories differ in several ways? It's not going to be easy. But I can't make any judgments unless I see everything through to the end.
There's one common point between all the Mamiyas, though.
How do you say it again?
I don't know, just do your best.
The trichiliocosm.
Sure. It was a word I'd heard many times now.
What could it be?
Would you like to find out? I was startled by a sudden voice coming from behind me.
Why?
There they are.
Oh my god. Why are you all here?
I thought there's a space for the invisible man.
No way, it's Smash Ultimate!
They all sounded a chuckle, almost as if they were enjoying my reaction. Shouldn't that be obvious? We're here to lead the children we so dearly love to the trichiliocosm.
What are you trying to achieve? And what is the trichiliocosm?
Okay, I need to see this in Japanese. Hold on a second. I'm like so bothered. How the fuck do you say this in Japanese?
Trichiliocosm. Trichiliocosm. It must be freaking long.
Does it say it?
Does this say it?
It's
Wait,
like,
check your log? Oh, maybe you have to...
yeah, I have to be like back here to I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see if they say it again at some point.
3,000 worlds?
That makes sense.
Oh, because it's the
Yeah,
trichiliocosm.
Oh, like tri-kilo.
Yeah, like
So
try.
tri-kilo, causa, tricolo. But like usually if those go together, then you make it like a short sound. Tricolo.
Oh, wait, is it a word?
Probably not. Here, wait.
Apparently it exists. How to say? Trichiliocosm.
Trichiliocosm.
Yeah, apparently. I hope you guys are enjoying violin.
I like
do
how
love violin.
I like it, but it's funny because it's like only like 2 notes come through at a time. Oh, they literally just say, okay.
Oh yeah, it's a 3,000 worlds.
That is. See, this is a lot easier to say. Sanzen Sekai. Why couldn't it just have been 3,000 worlds? Why must you use like?
Nah, bro, the trichiliocosm though.
Bruh.
Who came up with it?
I don't know.
Andrew Hodgson. I have a question. You know what? I'm gonna go and ask, because his ending questions are open. I need to ask what was his reasoning for this choice. Like, I'm genuinely curious.
Shiritaikai.
Andrew Hodgson.
Seishirokai. からの声に、あののき、I don't know this part. I don't know how to say this together.
I'm trying to look him up.
The concept is this.
The concept does exist. I'm kind of curious. Why did he come to that word? How did he come to that word? Did you know that word already?
I don't know.
I don't think most people already know that word, right?
Most people don't. I legit didn't think it was a real word. Whoops. どうしてお前たちがここにいるんだ?
Oh yeah,
そりゃ
his retro spring is open. Oh, it's time.
決まってるじゃないか?
Ask something. Type your
僕ら
question
が
here.
愛したあの子たちを
I have a question about MAMIYA. So the trichiliocosm is the 3,000 worlds in Japanese, and I'm wondering, how did you come to name it the trichiliocosm? Did you know the word before? I am really, really curious how you came up with it. I am going crazy reading it with my friend on a stream. Your question has been sent.
Thank you. Wait, can you send me the guy's like?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he did the translation for this game. He's also done other games like Steins
Honestly,
Gate.
like good translation.
Yeah, he did.
Oh right, okay. I have seen this dude before.
Yeah. He's done like all like the Steins Gate related semicolon series.
Yeah, I think I've seen him talk about like localization before too.
Curious to see the answer. We're gonna figure it out soon.
Yeah, it's this guy.
He also works on rants, guys. If you know what rants is.
It's just this guy. So we'll see. I guess we'll see in the future.
Yeah, you'll see. He answers. He's active.
I'll follow him on this account.
He's a very interesting guy.
Yeah. He's got like a pretty I know he's got a pretty good like sense for
History.
words.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious how he came to it. Like, obviously, like it is a choice. So I'm curious, like,
the nice thing is that, like, what I do like about it is that it is like a word with gravitas, even if it's weird, if it's hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
I think that we're really only having trouble because we're reading it out loud.
Yeah. All right. What are you trying to achieve? And what is the trichiliocosm?
Oh, we don't need to answer that. You should already know.
What?
You still don't get it? How dull.
I mustn't let them be in control.
Say, spectator, don't you feel it? The nurse girl's abrupt question came like a gust of wind. The very act of living is full of contradictions. The boy in the gas mask and the boy with the rabbit mask continue to weave more words. The more things you gain, the more you want. The more you fear losing it all. Strange, isn't it? I mean, we all start with nothing. Yes, souls never had bodies to begin with. Their clear voices rendered me speechless. You understand, don't you? Even our flesh is borrowed.
That's...
I looked at this transient body I'd used as a spectator. Originally, no, everything that's in this world was in the ideal kingdom we call the trichiliocosm. They all gain transient forms and appear in this world as phenomena. And so, we bring them back. We merely take things from this wretched world and return them to the peaceful land they came from. My fist was trembling in anger. Is that so strange?
Of course, none of that makes sense. Even what you say is true, it's still death.
telling you, spectator, that death is nothing to be afraid of. In fact, it's a vital part of the process wherein you let go of your unnecessary flesh and travel to the paradise that is the trichiliocosm. This sounds like a cult. half of the stuff in this sounds like a cult.
I love cults. Listen, even though the trichiliocosm really does exist, they live right here in this world. Maybe they'll be happy in the trichiliocosm, but dying means the end for them here.
As always, you think only in terms of flesh and blood. The scarfed man appeared from between the children.
There you are, MAMIYA.
Oh dear, getting you to understand things is exhausting. Don't you agree with us? Seriously, he doesn't even try to comprehend us. He's so dull. You should tell him something too. Let's see. What did you say a moment ago? Dying means the end for them here? You really do look only at this world. That's precisely why you can't think beyond it. Your sight extends all the way to the trichiliocosm. Death becomes nothing— oh, if your sight extends all the way to the trichiliocosm, death becomes nothing more than a rite of passage. Like I said, death is hardly anything to be afraid of.
Even so, we live in this world. It's the only one we know. This ideal trichiliocosm we speak of is just a non-existent illusion.
My shout made them fall silent. For a moment, I thought they understood me, but then they all glared at me. That's a scary sound effect. Are you serious? Did you seriously just say that? Hey, spectator. Listen well. As a spectator, you can't save the four of them.
It's not true. I actually made them happy.
I remembered all my interferences, and recalled the endings I had created as a result.
Sure, what I do is unclear, maybe there are better ways, but I created new possibilities in which...
Really? Did you really make them happy? You're not even from that world.
Exclamation mark!
Those words made me realize something I tried my best to ignore. You half-assedly gave them someone to depend on and then just vanished. Did that really make them happy?
What?
That wasn't true. I wanted to deny it, but I had no way of arguing with him. Right? You've no idea what happens after those endings. That's why you're such a hopeless dimwit, Nitsune. I'm impressed that someone as immature as you could become a spectator. What you did was disguise your own selfishness as kindness. You do actually understand, don't you? You know what you really are. You know about the trichiliocosm, too.
I know what you are.
It's so hard to say that this quickly.
What?
Arisugawa began walking through that ashen world. Mamiya vanished, almost as if to look away from it.
Wait, I'm still not... Damn it! No, wait, that can't be... It just... Hey! Please, tell me something!
I knocked on the door but got no response. There's no one behind that door. I felt a chill down my spine. Oh, it's a girl. Whoops. I felt a chill down my spine. Turning around, I saw the librarian giving me her usual smile. Like I said, the scent of sin can be passed on.
Miss Librarian. What happened to the person behind the door? If he was released, that means he's no longer a sinner. I should be able to meet him without issue, if you happen to know where he is.
He vanished.
What?
He vanished. Disappeared. The person within the room is gone. You know what that means, don't you?
But why?
The librarian was still smiling. Why, you wonder? Well, I did tell you not to interfere, did I not? The temperature suddenly dropped. Her eyes were colder than ever. It's your fault. It's because you interfered and involved him that he chose to disappear in your stead.
But that's...
Normally, the disappearance of a criminal wouldn't do much for your sin. You would have followed after him, however. Our Lord was greatly moved by this friendship between sinners. You will not be punished until you finish watching the story you're currently in charge of. Isn't that great, Natsume? Do not become negligent, though. Then again, that's all you have now, I suppose.
Yes, of course. I will continue weaving the story with diligence.
Most excellent. Work hard until our Lord becomes bored of you. After saying that, the librarian gracefully left. I couldn't move from where I was standing.
He was erased in my stead? That's just... Oh.
Aww.
I was once again unable to protect someone close to me.
I collapsed where I stood. I felt devastated. I hated how weak and thoughtless I'd been, how inexperienced I truly was. I bit my lip and tried to hold back the sobs. However, the more I tried, the more tears flowed through my eyes.
Ooh, baby!
Aww.
Why?
I shouldn't have talked to him. If I hadn't done that, I might have been able to touch the stories that he loved. The librarian was right. I shouldn't have interfered. Even in the stories that I thought ended well, the sudden disappearance of Natsume would make them all search for me. That wasn't the happy ending I had wanted to give them. But what option did I have left? What could I possibly do now? I no longer had anyone who'd lend an ear to my woes. Was Mamiya also a spectator? Or the other four?
Good question.
I was now completely alone.
I have to keep reading. I have to keep reading the story.
I cried and my consciousness grew vague. I picked up the book like I always did and tried to sink into it. However, my hand simply refused to open the cover.
I need to spectate, but...
My mind was overwhelmed. I saw their smiles from back when I was still alive. I saw the reflection of the librarian's lenses. I saw the corpses created by Mamiya. I saw his crescent smile within the storm. I heard the gentle voice I'd once heard from my senior behind the door. I could understand this. I knew I couldn't hesitate. I had to hurry and save my friends as quickly as possible. I had to spend every second thinking of a way to make them happy. However, I couldn't bring myself to open the black cover. I didn't have the willpower to save anyone anymore. How long had I been walking? Since then, I'd merely been wandering around without a clear goal. I didn't raise my face, nor did I look around. I might have passed the librarian. She might have lost all faith in me.
I'm a powerless spectator who can't even do his job right.
My own words made me feel even worse. I couldn't even save my friends. I had many things to ask my senior. I wanted to know the true meaning behind Mamiya's parting words. I wanted to know how stories continued to unfold after the end of credits. And finally, I wanted to know about that story he mentioned, the one that meant a lot to him. I could no longer get answers to any of those questions. If what Mamiya said was true, I
really can't save anyone.
You half-assedly gave them someone to depend on and then just vanished. Did that really make them happy? I acted as if I was doing it for their sake, but it was just fueled by my own selfish ego.
Ego.
Perhaps it was that from the very start. Even if I felt like I helped them, the very act of trying to save my friends who were fated to die was just for my own self-satisfaction. I couldn't do the job I was given, and I was left like this only because I was a special case. I had no idea it would lead to someone else getting sacrificed. Despite having already cried a ton, my vision grew hazy again, forcing me to close my eyes tight. I bit my lip and opened my eyes again. I stood before the door where my senior was being kept.
Did I come here subconsciously? God, I'm being stupid. There's no one here anymore.
Feeling disheartened, I naturally cast my gaze downward, only to realize that something wasn't quite right.
Door's open.
I talked to the person behind it many times, however, the door had always remained shut. Yet now it was open enough to let some wind pass through.
Don't do it.
It made perfect sense. After all, there was no one to keep locked inside there anymore. There's absolutely no one here. I knew that, and yet... I placed my hand on the doorknob and slowly pulled. Cold, moist, plain walls. It was a room so small and dark it made the faintly lit hallways look bright by comparison. It was definitely a prison, and the light seeping in through the door was dispersing some of the darkness. Within that light, there was no one. What was I expecting? Did I really toy around with the idea that he hadn't vanished at all, that was now watching over me from the shadows?
Ridiculous.
I entered the darkness and touched the cold wall, almost as if to try and find some remnants of his warmth. I slowly lowered my hand, but right before I pulled it back, I noticed a crack at the edge of the wall. My eyes had grown accustomed to the dark, allowing me to just barely make it out.
No.
It wasn't a crack, but some text. After making sure that no one was outside, I looked at the text again. It was direct and seemed to have been etched by something sharp.
Are these numbers?
It was a row of numbers. It seemed familiar, but I didn't exactly know why. However, the fact that it was there could only mean that it was a message left for me specifically. I had to think. Considering it was left for me, it must have been something I knew. If I didn't understand what it was, I would never be able to face him.
Think, damn it.
I clenched my teeth and put my memory to work. A dark cell. The story he loved. The outside of this facility which I knew nothing about. A library as vast as an ocean. All those labels etched into the spines of the books. The moment that thought flashed through my mind, I broke into a run. I hurried to the shelf that had the book with the number he'd left behind.
Ruby.
This world had far too many books. You had to traverse a considerable distance just to get from A to B. It might have been faster if I asked the librarian, but I couldn't do that. There were other librarians, of course, but asking them was the same as asking her. And so, no matter how many ladders I had to climb, no matter how many stairs I had to ascend, no matter how dizzy the sea of books made me feel,
I'm on my own here. I need to find it by myself.
I spent a good while searching for the spine with the number. Eventually, I found the right bookshelf. However, there were so many books with numbers that they simply couldn't all fit into my vision.
Can I really figure out which one of these he was referring to?
I looked over the spines with the numbers,
Oh,
and found one particular book without any text on its cover. That, in turn, made it stand out. I locked my eyes on it and used the ladder to get to it. It wasn't big or anything, just a standard tankobon-sized book. However, it weighed far more than the others. After carefully going down, I snuck behind the shelf and opened the book. What did he leave for me? Inside, I found no text at all. It was a fake book without any story in it. I flipped through the blank pages and found a handgun.
oh God.
He has a gun! He got him a gun.
He got a gun.
I picked up the shiny black weapon with trembling hands. It was heavy. I could feel its weight through my entire arm. This had to be his final ace up the sleeve. It was a weapon he had stored away for the sake of the story he so loved. But he gave it to me.
Give it to me.
Its weight made me certain he was gone for good. There was no one who could help me now. I was alone. I was different from my friends, and unlike any of the other spectators, there was no one I could trust now. Despite that,
I have to fight. Even if I'm on my own. I have to defeat MAMIYA.
I strengthened my grip around the gun. See? I'd finally gathered my resolve. I knew now that saving something required sacrificing something else. If I wanted to protect something I held dear, I had to be ready to hurt others.
Time.
You say that again?
It's time. I'll enter their story again. Yippee!
Nice. That hard cutoff.
Now, are you going to check back the other stories?
I probably should, shouldn't I? Specifically,
see, it's like, oh damn,
chapter
like you're in the
5.
groove, you're continuing, but it's like, oh, there's other stories.
Yeah. Here, wait. Let me see here.
Hard choice. Continue a good story or read more story.
Let me see here.
I don't know how weird it would be if you went back any later, but
It was mostly just these ones.
yeah. Well, now you know how long they are. They're like not terrible.
Yeah, they're not too long.
I like how
Oh,
the
these
others are just like chilling, and then Samajima's is like bloody.
Yeah.
You can do it however you like. Yeah, I don't think it would be particularly weird. It just might break your personal flow if you
True.
go too far in.
You mean if I go further
Yeah,
without knowing about the other 3?
you don't really need to know about them that much, but like, you know, when you're in the middle of a story and then like you just stop.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
up to you.
of them like lead
Honestly,
villains.
like when I was reading, like I read through all of them and then I continued, and I was happy that way because like I was blasting through the Natsume story, and I was like, oh my tears, and I could just keep crying.
So like basically everything after this is gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, I
it's
can see it's pretty
you can
tough.
see it's all Natsume stuff. I don't know if there's like another good break.
Hmm. I do feel
Cause
like
yeah,
I need to know about
it is
them,
good
even
to know.
even if it's not like super relevant, it's good to know.
Yeah, I
Um,
think you should know. It just doesn't really come up that much.
yeah. I feel like it has more gravity this way also.
Yeah.
Um, okay, which one do you recommend first?
Oh,
I'm down for reading
I'm
because
not
also
gonna
the
lie.
other thing is that like we're probably gonna have to stop soon, so
Yeah,
like it's easier to stop in these stories than whatever the hell is going on here.
I th- I don't remember what Samajima's is. I think Nigaki's was very like good.
It's good.
It was intense.
Okay, I'm down for that. I mean, she's a very intense person, so I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
Just to observe Nigaki. What kind of person was she exactly?
Oh my god, I can be Mamu now.
Oh, true. With that question in mind, I allowed myself to sink deeper into the story instead of my like Elmo voice.
I feel like if I had to pick anyone to like be, like if someone asked me what voice I would choose the Mamu.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mamiya, like he does suit you.
Mm.
We're done, Mayuri. Great work today. Thanks. You really did great. Each angle's perfect. How do you catch on film something that doesn't exist? What, you mean like spirit photography? Come on, I can't take shots of things like that. Even if I did, I exercise it in the development stage. Exercise it. That's not what I. You know what? Never mind. Well, our job is to capture the invisible charm of models like you and make it visible to everyone. In that sense, all that matters is practice. I see.
She is so pretty.
She really is very pretty. That other girl sure is late, though. There's less than half an hour left until the next photo shoot. I wonder if that's going to be enough.
Excuse me, Elena's no good.
Huh? What do you mean she's no good?
I've been unable to get in touch with her for a few days now. She used to make it on time for each shoot, but this time's different.
Are you saying she's slacking off?
No, there may have been rumors that she was into drugs, so she might have disappeared.
Seriously? Did she have a hallucination go off somewhere? A hallucination? Well, whatever. Who cares about some model that disappeared? I'm assuming you have a replacement ready. You do, right?
Yes, she's from the same agency, and...
Nikaki's mind had completely tuned out the rest of the conversation. She was solely focused on the girl who had disappeared. Good, just like that. Great pose, Mayuri. It's hella sexy. Say, cameraman? Oh, how pensive. What's it like to hallucinate?
I'll show you.
Well, I'm definitely hallucinating a bunch of little heart illusions around you right now. Come on, be serious. Well, I mean, it's a clear sign of mental illness, isn't it? Seeing things that aren't there is bad news, to say the least. Turn around for me. But what if that hallucination can talk? And what if it's fun to be around? Still a hallucination, girl. Let's get some wind. And hey, that's even worse. You gotta be checked into a mental facility at that point. Don't ever do drugs, Mayuri, not even once. The idea that they make you thinner is a lie. You always come in during interesting moments, yeah.
Don't get on Ozempic, guys. No Ozempic, okay?
Relax, I'm not going to do any. I'm perfect the way I am. Oh, stretch time.
Oh my god, stretch? I can stand up, baby.
Thanks, Moni.
We're like little guinea pigs.
Yeah, Tiny, of course, comes in during the
Doing
drug
drugs.
part.
Talking about drugs, I've been watching Breaking Bad
Oh, you have?
recently. Yeah, my brothers put it on while they like work out, but I had to start in the middle of season 2, so like, you know, I'm just watching that shit go down.
Just
It's
catch
crazy.
up on the wiki.
You're right. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I have heard that it's really good.
I was like surprised at how good it was.
Bryan
I know
Cranston
it's good, but
is really good. Is a really good actor.
yeah, I was like, wow, these actors are crazy.
Like, I feel like whatever he's in, he always just like really goes for it.
Yeah. Also, I like the I guess like the overall like morals of the story. If that makes sense, or like the morals of the characters, like the shifting morality. Yeah, it's great.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, well, it's like you're watching like a guy that you think is good get worse and worse and worse.
That like corruption arc.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that actually. It's nice to see that every once in a while, you know. Did you guys accidentally kill anyone? Psychotic breakdowns? No.
But we got a gun.
Yeah, we did get a gun. That's true. But then we went back in time.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this
We're
visual
seeing some
novel.
stuff we missed.
Yeah. Because we know shit's about to go down, so I think we're probably gonna just end up saving that part for the next stream.
Yeah, we can do like the next
Monday, we'll
2 and then continue Natsume. And then we'll be able to like roll into the main plot.
Don't give
Noel a gun. Yo, GTA's on sale.
Did you get to go shooting at all when you were in America?
No. I want to try it one day.
It's like,
That's
even though
terrible
you're not, like,
aim.
if you're with somebody that has a license, then you can do it.
I've never tried IRL. You never know. Maybe I'm just like accidentally a god gamer at gun.
You know, we could go laser tag next time.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm really bad at that.
Me too, don't worry.
You doubt it? You never know. Like, maybe I'm just so bad in every single shooter that I'm good IRL.
It's been like a really long time since I've done laser tag though. I don't think I've been since I was like 13 or something like that.
Yo, me too.
Even
Haven't
though,
gone
like,
back since a
it's...
kid shot me.
I just don't think I've been... I just don't think I've gone in a while. There's
I've
one, like,
never gone
relatively close
paintballing.
to my house. I also have not gone paintballing.
I heard
But,
it hurts.
yeah, I don't like the idea that it hurts. I also don't quite like the idea of being covered in paint either, so... That's why it's not
Yeah.
super appealing to me. Laser
Yeah.
tag, on the other hand. No problem
Pew
there.
pew pew.
Pew pew. Alright. Continue. Wow, what a shot. I'm perfect.
Maybe she's Maybelline.
Yes. Yes. I know. Yes, I'm going to school. Work's also fine. Yes. It's okay. Don't worry, it's fine. Nothing's changed. No, I'm not being distant. Look, I know. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Yes, it's okay. Really. Don't cry, Mom. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Nikaki.
How long have you been there?
I just came in.
Huh.
Your parents aren't okay with this?
Is there some kind of rule that I have to share every last detail of my personal life with you?
Damn, girl, chill.
She's really so...
I mean, I understand if it came from the other two, but you're as old as I am. We're both just kids. And what will even change if I tell you? See? Nothing.
Fine. You've made your point. I'm sorry. Talk to me if there's anything on your mind, though. I'd be happy to listen.
Someone's got so many issues, actually, but then he's like, you know what?
She's
I'll
so
see if
nice.
anybody else has issues. I don't want to think about my own.
She's so nice.
Nigaki turned around and went back to her room. Toma, meanwhile, made a deep sigh and began reading a newspaper. Does anybody actually read newspapers anymore?
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Nigaki Mayuri. I always thought she was pretty, but I didn't expect her to be an actual magazine model. Why is she always so discontent, though? She looks way prettier with a smile on her face.
Agreed.
I should watch her for a bit longer.
I mean, she'd definitely bite your head off if you told her that, though.
Yeah. Oh, you should smile, you pretty thing.
That would definitely, like, for her, and also just in general, that would count as sexual harassment.
Natsume dies.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I also would not get along with her. Oh my god. So much attitude for no reason. There's a grove nearby. Nigaki stood before an odd-looking mound. It wasn't clear who made it. Even its purpose was shrouded in mystery. Girls got sassy, yeah. However, Nigaki would come look at it whenever something happened. To her, it was like visiting Mamiya's grave that someone else had erected. She didn't want to believe that he died. And yet, she kept wondering if she'd be happier if he had. What are you doing out here, Nigaki? It's Samejima. That's my name. Have you forgotten?
Why are you here?
I merely saw you walk into the forest. Despite how it may seem, I do happen to be a bit of a meddler. While Nigaki was scared out of her wits, Samejima remained as calm and still as the surface of a lake. What is this?
I'm not sure.
Oh my god, my room is rumbling because I think something just passed by overhead. I live really close to the airport, so like this happens way more often than it should.
I'm not sure. It's just kind of here. I didn't make it though. It's almost like
Mamiya's grave.
that laugh of yours is giving me the creeps.
I'm not particularly fond of graves myself.
Huh?
There's nothing buried here, is there? It's quite a meaningless thing, really. I'm unable to pray or shed tears like you.
That's not what I...
We know Samejima.
Oh, I'm not making fun of you. If anything, what I feel is respect. You are able to do something I cannot. Bro's a sociopath.
He really just is. Yeah.
For the first time ever, she felt her fear of this man abate.
You're right. There's nothing buried here. I mean, Mamiya's just missing. Right? Come on, Samejima, say something.
Yes. Indeed. The two looked up at the pine grove. The sky beyond the greenery was an unremarkable boring hue of gray.
It's cold out here.
Oh wait, now I remember Somajima's story.
Oh, you do? Is it interesting?
It's so Black Butler.
I love that. Let's go back inside, Nikaki.
Okay.
Deep down, they knew for certain that they would never meet Mamiya ever again. That thought rolled within their hearts and melted in the ground, untouched by anyone.
He's one hell of a butler, guys. I just remember, I'm like, oh god, he was.
That's great. Just try and fucking say that again.
My
for
bit
you.
rate.
I
Oh,
did it
thank
for
you.
you.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna be like, just try and
Yeah, I know.
fudging say it again.
I know you're a bird brain, so I'll repeat it as much as you want. Or is it your ears that don't work?
I'm home. It seems pretty heated in here. Should we put the vases in a safe spot? Oh wait, did we read this?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, we did. Does it work if you hit skip? It does.
Whee!
Oh yeah, okay, this is the part where they get, like, super depressed.
Yeah, I think we just need to get back to the part where, like, they ask for someone to tell their story.
Oh, true, okay.
Yeah. Look at them. Roblox. All I see are blocks.
It's quick-moving blocks.
Gotta play Roblox.
Oh, I forgot about this part. That this is
Oh,
part of
yeah.
chapter 5. Natsume is going through so much.
I know the game
glad
they
I
added
choose,
like a
like,
skip to
this
next
part.
choice button, but I don't know if they added like a skip to next unread text button.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go. Say, Myri, is it true you don't have a boyfriend?
Thanks.
Oh, it's true. I've never heard anything like that, and she's always away when we're talking about it.
Oh, wait, one second.
What a waste. That she has high standards or something. What about me then?
Hi, Mom.
My mom comes into the room and is like, the curry chicken that you made, it seemed extremely good. Like, it's out of, like, the ordinary.
Oh, you made food?
I did. I made
nice.
I made dinner for once.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, my dad was like, I want curry chicken. And I was like, okay, fine. It's Monday tomorrow. I get off early. I can make dinner, I guess. And so I made dinner. And so my mom is just like, she has to come in to tell me that
It was so good.
yeah.
No, that's
I don't know if
a good
I should
thing.
be glad or insulted.
That's true, but no, it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. It's just a very funny, like, tone.
It's okay, my mom does that too.
Man. Anyway, what does it say?
Oh. What a waste. Does she have high standards or something? What about me then? Oh, Myri?
Erica, this isn't what you told me. What do you mean? You didn't tell me there'd be men here. I didn't? Well, whatever. The more the merrier, you know. Well, it is your birthday party, so I guess it's fine if you're okay with it. Look, I'm sorry. I know you're not good with guys, but do try to enjoy yourself, okay?
Myri smiled at the girl holding a paper cup in her hand. She wanted to be as kind as Mamiya would have been to her.
Okay, and happy birthday. I love you. Thanks, love you too.
Myri, come here.
Hey, get your hands off me.
Keep it down. Yeah, he's creepy.
Oh god.
Look, your dear Erica's here too.
Should I, is there content warning?
For this story, yes.
Okay, content
Yeah,
warning.
it is.
Trigger warnings. If you need to leave, then leave. Please leave.
She's already having a good time, so here you go. Wouldn't want you missing out.
Stop!
Whoa, hey, you're spilling all over the floor.
Oh man, where's the dustpan?
Erica! Wait,
Oh, she's already out of it, so don't expect a reaction. Oh no.
Jeez.
huh? Erica!
Man, I really didn't expect Myri to come to Erica's birthday. I've had my eye on you for a while now, you know?
Don't touch me!
Oh wow, I guess you really do hate guys, huh? You a purity freak or something? A lesbian, maybe?
It's because you're nasty.
Whatever you say, we'll see how long that feistiness of yours can last.
Stop it!
Whoa, she's even prettier up close.
Mamiya! 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 Mamiya!
Mamiya, who's that, your boyfriend?
Well, he sure as shit ain't coming to help you.
Help! Mamiya! You've always been there for me. Mamiya! Mamiya!
I can't read. I can't read.
God, you're
It's so
annoying.
blurry.
It's your own fault for picking such a shitty boyfriend. No matter how much she struggled, she couldn't overpower a man. With this body, she would always end up losing to them.
Sad face,
Aw.
teardrop.
Why? Mamiya, you said you'd always take my side. So why didn't you come to save me?
She took a thorough shower and went to her room without even drying her hair. The only thing she heard was the hum of the nearby radio.
Let's move on to our next letter.
Let's move on
It's
to our
from the
next
pen
letter.
name Flashy Spectacles. I'm deep into my 20s, but I still can't for the life of me get a boyfriend. Recently though, I've been spending most of my time with an imaginary person. My parents keep nagging me about marriage, but I'm not interested. I did my best to be beautiful for him. Even my colleagues have noticed the change. Every day I spend with him is wonderful. I really don't think there's anything wrong with a love like mine. What do you think?
Whoops.
It's pretty impressive that you started to take care of your appearance for an imaginary guy, but at the end of the day, he's still an illusion, right? Seeing how you've gone out of your way to pretty yourself out, why not try to find a real man and enjoy a normal, everyday romance?
I'm sorry, real men are terrible.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, a hallucination will never be able to hold you in his arms. By the way, I also enjoy fantasizing about what my perfect girl would be like. Wait, that makes me the same as her. Anyway, moving on.
The radio got switched off mid-sentence. Droplets of water trickled down her still wet hair as a heavy silence hung over the room.
Really?
Within the darkness, she embraced her slender legs and began to tremble.
A hallucination will never be able to hold you in his arms. Yeah. Mamiya's just an illusion, nothing more. I'll admit that I'm just a mentally ill person who's seeing an illusion. But that illusion has given me so much. He's given me more than people that actually exist. He's had a huge impact on me. You've absolutely no right to make fun of him. None at all. You're all boring, mundane people. You've no right to mock Mamiya. But even you,
Oh.
I
Wait,
think this
do we?
part is like,
Yeah, that's where this
no, it's not.
Oh,
I
it's
think
not.
I think they're making us read it again anyway.
Oh. I can't. Arisuga, all your lips bleeding. Sorry, I just can't write my story.
huh?
I'm utterly unable to convey Mommy's qualities, charms, humor, or knowledge.
Why? Why can't you do it? Don't give up, Arisagawa. If you can't do it, then we... Do it! Come on, do it! Write your story already. Why can't you just do it?
Nigaki.
Why? Can I not skip this?
It is the same.
Yeah, it is the same. Where
It
does
is
it
the same.
start?
Good question. Yeah, this is definitely the same.
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
We
This
skew.
stuff is like exactly the same, but I think like something about it. I don't know. Here we go.
Yeah, it
The
is.
afternoon moon above was so much fainter than at night. Oh,
Mommy is so far away.
yeah. This part we know.
Yeah.
This part. Mm.
Oh, this is the part where they...
Yeah, this is new.
Mamiya. I'm back.
She's surprisingly cheerful.
What?
You visited Mamiya's grave?
Yeah, what of it?
Nigaki. You know there's nothing in that forest, right? The mound there. Sure, it's marked, but there's nothing actually buried underneath.
Mm.
Are you going to act like Mommy is dead? We won't learn anything if you keep silent, Betty.
Betty?
Shut up. All of you, shut up.
This doesn't really concern you now, does it?
Samejima?
It shouldn't matter to you where she goes or what she thinks of the forest.
Really? But Samejima, it does actually matter. All four of us are linked to Mamiya through her feelings. If that's not reason enough for us to care, I don't know what is. You're the one who reminded us about the purpose of this house. Or what? Are you gonna tell us how your Mamiya differs from ours?
It's fine.
Nigaki.
Samejima, you've done enough. Yeah, you're right.
Her shadow flickered. Her beautiful face became warped.
You want to know the story between me and Mamiya? Alright, I'll tell you. This is what you've been wanting to know, right? You filthy men. I'll fulfill your wish.
You know, maybe that's why she's mad all the time. She hates guys and she's living in a house full of
You're
guys.
so right.
Welcome back, my Harry. Yeah. I'm home, Mom.
I was born beautiful.
She is right.
That fact is extremely important in the story between me and Mamiya. There were girls who thought themselves pretty and wanted to be idols despite not looking all that great. However, I knew that I was above them all.
God damn.
Damn! I was a
Holy shit.
genuinely beautiful girl.
I mean, she is pretty, but chill.
Actually, though, this objective truth has been drilled into me ever since I was little. Okay, fair. If you just
If
grew
your
up,
parents keep
like,
telling you, yeah.
yeah, if you just keep on like hearing this, then you just have to kind of assume that it's true. My parents did that too, especially my mother. She had always treated me like a doll. You're such a wonderful girl, Mayuri. I'm so happy to have you. She would often brush my hair while I sat on her warm lap. I inherited my wavy hair from her, and she didn't even allow me to cut it. My only source of joy in life came from the stories she read me after thoroughly brushing my hair. We both wore princess-like nightgowns and lay in a fancy bed.
Read Momotaro for me.
Again?
But we have Thumbelina and the Little Mermaid, too. I want Momotaro.
You must really love that story. I'll buy you some peaches next time. We'll eat them together. She then began reading the story in that gentle, soothing voice of hers.
Doesn't that mean you're eating Momotaro?
Maybe. Maybe?
Because he comes out of the peach.
I guess he's a part of the peach, but that doesn't mean that you're like eating him every time you eat a peach. Because there's part of the peach that isn't
maybe
him,
he's
right?
inside.
Oh, true, I guess. I don't know. A long, long time ago in a land far, far away, there was an old man and an old lady. My father was a company employee who could hardly be labeled handsome. It seemed as though he'd fallen in love and married my mother purely for her
Oh, damn,
looks.
she said my name's ugly.
She didn't appear to mind, though. She married him for his personality. Or his money. Either or. She was simply happy that her beautiful young daughter, born to a similarly gorgeous mother, would be turning more and more beautiful as time went on. Holy shit. I dressed like a doll and never played outside. That was my role. After entering kindergarten, I gradually realized that people were reacting differently to me. Everyone would be turning their heads to me, especially the adults. They stared at me in shock and smiled when our eyes met. At first, I'd taken it for granted. I believed that everyone in this world was allowed to indulge in such happiness. However, I was gravely mistaken. My looks, my beauty, they were talents only a select few possessed.
It's like, I really do have pretty privilege.
She really does. I was praised every time I passed someone, and was appraised on the regular. This fate, this discrepancy. It had been there since I was born. I don't wanna stop!
Not again.
Oh, how many
Hello.
times have you been fucking... Oh, man. Leave me alone! Stop it! In a desolate corner of the old high school building, I was assaulted by several mere students. No matter how hard I tried to resist, their bodies would simply not budge. When I tried to raise my voice, they covered my mouth with their hands.
Not again. Shut up, damn it. Don't, freaking move.
Bro. How many times had this happened? How many times was I forced to curse my own lack of strength? Or my beauty? Before I knew it, my vision had turned blurry with tears. Actually, no. I was only a reaction to not being able to properly breathe. I wasn't frustrated. I wasn't broken. If I allowed them to break even my spirit, I would have been unable to maintain myself. Even as my consciousness began to fade, I continued to struggle. Suddenly, a large shadow appeared from the corner, accompanied by footsteps.
Shit, it's a teacher. What? Make a run for it.
The moment they said that, the boys let me go and ran in the other direction. With my mouth finally freed, I filled my lungs with air. The tall shadow approached me as I continued hyperventilating.
Hey. Hey, are you okay?
Don't look at me! Don't look! Stay away! Stay away!
I cried out with every last ounce of strength I still had had left in my body. This was so embarrassing. He was a man before he was a teacher, so he obviously pretended to care while actually staring at my body. I knew this well by now. Male teachers were often inconsiderate and only pretended to care about how students felt.
Put this on.
He placed the lab coat on my lap. Dumbfounded, I turned around. The man stood there while looking away from me.
Go away. I'm telling you to go away!
In a rush of emotions, I shouted to get him away from me.
They might return, so I gotta stay here.
The strength of that voice made me fall silent.
Fix your clothes. I'll take you to the nurse's office. I won't look at you. I won't hurt your pride.
While still looking away from me, the man carefully led me to the nurse's office on the first floor.
Seems like you're mostly okay. There are only some minor bruises and it doesn't look like they'll leave a mark either. You must have been so scared.
Could you recognize the people who did this? Do you know their names, perhaps? I shook my head.
I see. At any rate, do come to me if you need anything. You might occasionally remember what happened today, and it'll be painful, but don't hesitate to rely on me if you need someone to listen. I'll be off now.
After closing the door, I bit my lip in chagrin. What nonsense. The doctor wasn't there to help when I actually needed it. That was just talk.
You hungry?
I looked to the source of the voice. It was the man from before.
You're still here?
You like ohagi? I think they're great.
I don't need your pity. If that's what this is supposed to be.
The little, like, there's like 2 strands of hair that are coming off of his head, and it's a charm point.
You like ohagi?
I don't mind them.
The man opened the door to the second science classroom and invited me in. Probably out of consideration for me, he kept the door open as he began boiling water.
There you go. Ohagi. Can't have Japanese treats like these without green tea.
He is really silly. You can tell he's like, this one is particularly ditzy.
He's cute.
Science teachers actually use alcohol lamps to boil?
He gave me a rather old-fashioned cup. The tea inside was cheap, but it warmed me up. We continued to eat the ohagi with the seal on them. What is ohagi?
It's a ball
It's a ball?
with filling inside.
Is it like a sweet ball? Like,
Yes, I think so.
kind of like mochi, almost? But like not...
Sorry, I don't, is it rice? I'm gonna assume it's rice. I don't know if it was a rice ball though. It's not like a rice ball, but like I remember you put like paste inside. I think.
Okay, I have to look this up, actually. I feel like I inherently know what ohagi is, but like I can't think about it.
I mean, if you've seen Higurashi, it shows up in there.
Oh, okay, no, okay, I do know what this is.
But that's not the right kind of ohagi. Ohagi comes with a secret paste. The fun kind.
What do you mean? Oh wait, no, I do know this one. Never mind.
Yeah, the fun ohagi.
I know the meme. I haven't actually read Higurashi, but I know the meme.
Wait, have you seen Higurashi at all?
I think I swear I watched at least like 6 episodes of the original anime when I was
wait, so you
really
actually-
young.
Okay, so you actually don't really know it.
No, I don't.
Oh shit, for some reason I thought you actually knew it.
I know like a couple of the memes though.
I mean, I would say that's all you need, but Higurashi is actually good, so you...
I'll have to read it at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it's almost like the reverse of like mochi.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like, so mochi, you put the paste
Filling,
inside of
yeah.
the glutinous rice, and this you put the glutinous rice inside of the red bean paste.
Oh. Oh, so it is a fun mochi.
Yeah.
You get more of the fun filling. But I like mochi.
Me too. Mostly because, like, I find, like, the fillings are rather sweet, so I think if it was the coating on the outside, I wouldn't like it as much. Because
True.
I don't like,
Also,
like,
I just
super
like
sweet
chewy.
things. Yeah, and the chewing part is really nice.
Damn it, I want mochi.
Same.
I have mochiko. I could make microwave mochi. It's actually pretty good.
I've done that exactly once. I've never done it again because of how, like, time-consuming it was.
It doesn't take that long. It's a few minutes, and then you just have a
well,
bowl
because
of
also we were
mochi.
learning how to do it, so it was also like
Oh.
that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So
I just
it
made
took us a
and I
while to
just
figure it out.
ate mochi.
Hmm.
So it's just calories.
We should have made mochi while you were here.
That's true.
One of
Next
the
time.
random, like, late night things that we do.
True, yeah. Like how we made ravioli.
Hmm. Well, I do that on the regular, though.
Yeah.
I miss when I had
Mm-mm-mm.
tortellini because it was like, it felt more like a snack when it's tortellini because they're tinier.
Oh.
I can't find tortellini at Costco anymore.
No, I want a snack now.
No, no. Need to go get a snack.
I might grab one like after we're done, because I won't be able to read much longer past like 11.
Mm-hmm. True. Alright, let's see if we can get through this then.
Yeah.
He probably had a lot of questions for me. But remained silent, probably to allow me to process things. What's your name?
Huh? What?
This guy. Was he really that into his Ohagi? I was a little annoyed by that, but I realized I had to be nicer to the person who had literally just saved me, so I cleared my throat and spoke up again. May I ask your name?
My name?
I don't believe we've met before.
Oh, right. I don't teach second year, so that would explain it. I'm MAMIYA. I teach chemistry.
MAMIYA. MAMIYA.
You're just gonna repeat it like that?
His shoulders dropped and I couldn't help but smile.
I know your name though. Nigaki Mayuri from class 2D.
Why?
You're famous even among teachers, you know.
Imagining them talking about me made me feel unpleasant.
They say you're bad at memorization. Your chemistry scores are particularly awful.
What? I looked at him in shock. He gave me a wide grin with some red bean paste from the Ohagi still sticking to his mouth.
Make sure to study when you go home, okay? I didn't hear your answer.
Okay. I answered him, albeit reluctantly. MAMIYA nodded in satisfaction. All eyes were glued to me when I opened the door to the classroom.
Look, it's Mayuri. She's so cute. Let's go talk to her.
She'll probably just ignore us.
Man, her tits are huge. Wonder what cup they are. She's got such a great body. I could totally see her as a gravure model. I wouldn't even be surprised to see her in some magazine. It really went awooga. Awooga.
Yeah.
Stop that, you dumbass.
I did feel like I stood out in class. I swore to stop trying to make friends all the way back in middle school. I had no male or female friends, and all I did was silently listen to my teachers. I'd never once felt lonely, though. And besides, this was much easier than having to deal with the freaking clashes that came with human interaction. I felt. As class went on, I had nothing but that teacher on my mind. MAMIYA, that spectacled, unreliable-looking teacher. Thankfully, even if I didn't pay attention during class, I was beautiful enough to get away with it. Dang! He said he was a chemistry teacher.
It's the pretty privilege.
How did he teach? What was his writing like? Did he help other students like he'd helped me? He was a strange teacher. Alright, that should be good. Sometime after the bell rang, I stuck my head out of the girls' bathroom. The hallways were wrapped in a pleasant silence while the students and their classes were being taught. We had gym for 5th period. I didn't want to go, so I hid in the bathroom and waited. Where should I go? The garden, maybe? As I wandered around the hallway, I saw a tall silhouette ahead. That haircut, that lab coat. I squinted and started observing him. But then he went and dropped the obscene amount of files he was carrying. Oh man. Why did you have to pick up so many of them? I crouched down and helped MAMIYA pick up the files.
I thought I could make it work this time.
Seriously? Jesus.
Alright, that's everything. Thanks for the help.
Don't mention it.
So, Nigaki Mayuri, what exactly are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be in class?
His weakly aura suddenly vanished and he looked at me with a sharp gleam in his eyes.
I was on my way to the, nurse's office.
That's in the other direction, though.
Well, I just came down the stairs and saw you dropping those files, so I figured I'd help out.
My desperate attempt at coming up with an excuse made MAMIYA chuckle. I was initially shocked, but then immediately realized what a dumb, embarrassing thing I just said.
Anyway, could you help me carry this to the science room?
Sure.
So, how are you holding up?
Fine. I've only got a few minor bruises, but that's about it.
I see. I'll talk to the others to try and make sure that something like that never happens again.
Well, you know.
I didn't expect much from teachers. Whenever they said something like that, it was usually nothing more than empty talk.
I don't have any friends. Besides, I only come to school because I have nothing better to do.
He ignored my mutter and looked at the TV.
I wonder who's gonna win.
He was watching a baseball match while snacking on dried fish. He's always snacking.
What a hopeless teacher.
I glared at him with all the disgust I could muster. Then the commercials began and one of them captured my attention.
Oh, I know this. It's a card game that got an anime.
It was the one with transforming cars that battled each other. What?
It's Transformers, the card game.
I guess so. Different cars had different compatibility with each other, and various transformations made it really popular with the boys.
If it's getting commercials now, that means it's still popular, right?
Oh, I see. Ah, I have that one.
The card for that car?
Yeah, there were some cards thrown into a bush in a park. I picked up the ones I liked. I see, so it's still being used. It might actually be a popular card.
Have you never played the card game itself?
Yeah. You need to have a lot of cards to play it. Just a few won't do. I asked my mom to buy me some while we were shopping, but she insisted that we get tarot cards instead. That's fine, though. I don't have anyone to play against, and tarot fortune-telling is fun in its own right.
I don't have these cards either. But I think I can play with normal playing cards just fine. Wanna try?
Well, if you insist, then sure. Isn't this a bit unrefined, though? It's popular among younger girls right now.
Oh, am I falling behind? I really should study some more for your sake, Mayuri. She gathered herself in a heartwarming way. Mother was as kind to me as ever. I dressed like a princess at home and took care to only eat low-sugar food. My clothes had all been picked by Mom. She greatly enjoyed decorating me. She also did my makeup, my hair, and made me wear dresses she was fond of. Having a good look at me when she was done seemed to be one of her greatest pleasures in life.
You know, I like that like Mayuri's Mamiya is a guy, even though like
She hates
you know
guys.
her.
Yeah,
She
no, I
hates
agree.
guys.
I like it
Yeah.
too because it's like he was the exception,
Yeah.
so it kind of like drives that home.
Yeah.
Oh, Mayuri, my sweet, sweet Mayuri. I love you so much. Never leave my side, okay?
I was used to her hugging me by now. She'd done this for as long as I could remember.
And what is this, Tangled?
Yes.
Me too. I love you too, Mom.
Deep down, though, I found myself really embarrassed. It had become a daily habit of mine to visit the second science classroom after school. Mamiya would always have me over for tea and snacks. The food he prepared was nothing special, but
Is it okay for a teacher to do this?
As long as no one finds out.
weird. But I felt that he was giving me special treatment. It made me so happy I could almost burst. We were alone in here. He gave me green tea boiled in a beaker. We discussed generally unremarkable things. However, it was my first time actually talking to someone like this. His carefree, gentle voice, the watch on his inner wrist, the feeling of his chalk-stained lab coat. All of it was so new to me. Even the taste of salt around my lips seemed like a wonderful thing if Mummy was there.
Oh, it's gotten quite late.
It really has. It's already dark out.
See you tomorrow then.
Sure, take care. Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Mayuri, where have you been? It's so late.
What? It's only 7. I was just chatting with a friend.
Really? Poor girl. It must have been scary to walk around in the dark all by yourself.
I wouldn't call it scary, but okay. Huh? Where's Dad?
He had to leave on business. He'll be home by tomorrow, though.
Oh? I'll be looking forward to his souvenirs.
Say, Mayuri, why don't we take a bath together?
What? We should enjoy ourselves while your father's away, you know? Look, I even have some bubble bath. I don't want to. It's too embarrassing. But why? We used to bathe together all the time. Yeah, but that was when I was little. Well, things are different now. Well, alright. I suppose I'll just have a bubble bath alone.
I want to take a bath. I haven't done it in years.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, I take baths every once in a while.
I have like bath bombs. That's why I'm like, I want to take a bath. I'm like, baths cost money.
Yeah, true.
Maybe I'll just take a really fast shower and then take a bath.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way I'd go take a bath with her. Good morning, Mayuri, my cute little Mayuri. Please promise me you'll stay the pretty little rose you are now. So, Mom?
Yes?
I want to quit being a model.
The warm atmosphere between us had frozen over in a split second. Why? Did something bad happen?
Not really, no.
Then why? Is there something else you'd like to do instead? Like piano, ballet, flower arrangement, perhaps?
I want to cut my hair. I've always had it long, you know? I want to try what it'd be like to cut it short for once.
Mayuri?
I mean, that's what's popular right now. Come on, Mom.
No. You can't do that, Mayuri. Hair is a woman's crown and glory. Besides, do you know any other girl with hair as beautiful and wavy as yours? Listen, Mayuri, beauty exists for everyone's sake.
It does?
You're lovely and beautiful, and that alone is a wonderful thing. So please, Mayuri, don't say things like wanting to cut your hair or quit modeling. Beauty existed for everyone's sake. But did you know, Mom? Did you know that my beauty was the very reason men hurt me? It prevented me from doing what I wanted. The cards I'd picked up at the park were still in the drawer.
Yeah. I'm sorry for saying all those weird things.
Mayuri.
Gosh, look at the time. I'm doing a day shift, so I'll have to go now.
Okay. Goodbye. Take care.
This is literally Tangled. This is
Yeah.
the plot of Tangled.
You're right.
Mom, I actually...
Even so, I'd chosen tarot cards over the card-themed card game. That was what Mother wanted, after all.
Okay,
And
but
it
tarot
made her
cards are
happy.
great though. They're fun. I like them.
I mean, she admits that they're fun. She just also wants to play the
Yeah.
card game. Why couldn't the world people live without God? Wait, why couldn't the world's people live without God? We were the peak of all animals here, yet we were all subjected to foolish worries. We needed someone above us to show us the way. People were helpless on their own. They were weak and had no choice but to rely on others.
So weak. I'm so weak.
I was also controlled by my mother, yet I found peace in that. I was such a weak person.
Oh, Mayuri.
Mamiya?
What's wrong? You're making a gloomy face.
I don't want to go home.
Why? Did something bad happen?
I don't want to see my mom.
You shouldn't say that.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Let me stay over at your place. Yeah, let's just go with that. You're single, right? There's no problem then.
Mayuri.
Wait, do you actually have a lover? I don't mind that either. You can just forget all about it after it's over. I mean, a chance like this won't come again.
What was I saying?
I won't mind.
What was even coming out of my mouth?
I won't mind if it's you.
The sound of rain was so annoying. The side of the window was so cold. Why was Mamiya always leaning against the wall while he talked? And why did it seem like I was being cornered?
You're the last person I wanted to hear that from.
But...
But this is all I have. There's no value to me other than my looks. So I have to make use of it, otherwise I'd be completely worthless. Before I could finish that sentence, Mamiya slapped me across the cheek. Huh? No way. What? Did you just slap my face? Seriously? Huh? My face enchanted everyone. Just passing by people would make them ecstatic. They ran to me with bouquets in hand. It was a treasure shared by everyone. And yet, he...
I don't care. You need to cool your head.
Go die in a ditch, you sorry excuse for a teacher. I'll tell everyone you raped me. They'll kick you out of school for real wait. They'll kick you out of school real fast.
Do whatever you want.
I hate you. And with that, I stormed out of the room. How could he? I was behind the stairs on the first floor, crying under the diagonal concrete. The concrete was moist and cold, robbing my legs of more and more warmth. I was cold, sad, and felt like I was alone in this world. I just don't want to go home. I considered spending the night here. I would avoid the security patrols. I would spend the entire night here in this empty school building. They could panic and run around looking for me for all I cared. Mamiya and my mom would believe I ran away and regret everything they had said to me. I'll never forgive them. This was supposed to be my way of taking revenge. I didn't think about what would happen afterwards. I was too frustrated and entirely too proud to do that. I'll never, ever forgive them.
Really? You won't?
I heard someone from the stairs above. It was a reassuring voice, and just hearing it nearly brought me tears.
Hey, Mari. You're there, aren't you?
I wanted him to go away. I just told him that I wouldn't forgive him, and yet hearing his voice made me waver this easily.
Mari. Come on, if you tell me, I'll be in huge trouble.
Huh?
A teacher that eats snacks, watches baseball, and slacks all the time won't go well by them.
I was shocked. This man was just so...
I might be unable to come to school ever again. So please, Mari. Let's make up.
I don't care what happens to you, and it's not like I've forgiven you or anything. But I would feel bad if you couldn't come to school again. I slipped out from below the stairs and looked up where the voice it came from. Mamiya made a surprisingly warm smile. Mommy...
Man, it's so late. The main door must be closed by now.
Mamiya?
Should we stay the night in the school?
Huh? It was winter, meaning the sun had set early. The rain clouds above had drifted off into the far distance. In their place sat a crescent moon, its curve like a wound upon the purple sky. Mommy and I looked through the window of the heated classroom. He treated me to some dried snacks he had reserved. Unbelievable, he was treating school property like his own. Say, Mamiya, have you ever felt like you weren't comfortable in your own home?
Not really.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I was too busy trying not to get kicked out.
Teachers are so unfair. They know the students' family backgrounds, but we students don't know anything about our teachers. You always helped me out, but what about the reverse? I want to help you too.
But you already do.
That's a lie.
No, it isn't.
When Mamiya looked up at the moon, I did the same.
One day I'll go back to the Trichiliocosm.
What's that?
The moon.
Is that something third-year chemistry students learn?
I don't know. It's probably not in the textbooks.
The Trichiliocosm. You won't take me there, will you? Look, I know you'll just end up going back there no matter how hard I cry and wail.
Mari. The Trichilio cousin wouldn't suit you.
Why? I can decide if it does.
Oh. Why don't you use that energy to make up with your mother?
Shut up.
Nothing will change unless you actually do something. Take action and things will change. Whether they'll go in a good or bad direction is up to you.
Stop lecturing me.
I am a teacher, though, in case you forgot.
Mamiya smiled and rubbed my head. It was genuine care as well as a clear sense of rejection in his behavior. I was irritated by my own powerlessness. The cherry blossoms danced in the wind. Those with graduation certificates in hand would never come back here, and I would never meet this man again. In a deserted area behind the school, I abandoned my place in the spotlight to keep him all to myself. Graduating students had messed around with him a lot, as evidenced by his scruffy hair. That's pretty.
I liked his CG.
Yeah. Mamiya, bend forward. He did as told. As I brushed his hair, a cherry petal landed on his head. I almost picked it up, but instead left it as it was. Assuming I had enough, he moved his head, which made the petal fall. He called my name with a smile, and I found it so unfair. You can't just do that.
Do what?
You're being so unfair right now.
What do you mean?
Did he really think it wouldn't move my heart to be called by my first name? This man easily stripped away the layers of cold, spiky armor I had built up. And when it all melted away and exposed my bare, naked self, what then? Mamiya? Mamiya. I could no longer keep my unbridled feelings in check. Strugglingly holding the tears, I looked him straight in the eye. I didn't know why, but I felt I had to burn his image into my mind. If I didn't, I would certainly come to regret it, or so I thought. That happened in the spring of this year, and it turns out I was right. A few months after that, Mamiya suddenly vanished. I looked in the staff room, searched the entire school, but he was nowhere to be found. Excuse me? Igaki, what's wrong? It's about Mamiya. Do you happen to know where Mr. Mamiya is? Mr. Mamiya? He teaches chemistry. He wears a lab coat and glasses. Do you know him? Can't say I do. Do we ever have someone like that working here? Nigaki, wait! Why? How? Why doesn't anyone know him? I looked at the list of teachers, students, and other staff, but couldn't find Mamiya's name anywhere. I even looked all over town, but found no trace of him whatsoever. I remembered the cherry blossoms dancing in the breeze, as the cold northern winds of December ruffled my skirt. Well, satisfied? My story might not be much compared to yours, but still. Toma's right. I actually wish that Mamiya were dead. As time went on, I gradually realized that it'd probably be easier to think that he were. I mean, if Mamiya never actually existed, if he were merely someone I hallucinated, it would mean that I never actually had anyone who genuinely understood me. And so, I went to that grave, despite not knowing who had erected it. I went there to pray and to cry, hoping that Mamiya really was buried underneath that soil. Will he really return? Would he come back for me from that trichiliocosm or whatever? If he does ever show himself in front of me again, I'd love to play cards with him.
There you go. You did it.
I did.
And in perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. I'm going to... I think so next time we'll go through more of this.
We'll probably have to do the other two.
What do you think we should do? Should we do Samejima or should we do Arisugawa's? I feel like Arisugawa should be last.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters. Okay, we'll do Samejima next.
Whatever
I'm
you
just
feel
gonna
like.
save here so that way.
Yeah. Black Butler.
This
It really is Black Butler.
part's this. Oh, okay, this part's different. We'll save here. Right here.
Yippee.
Yippee!
It's a good time, guys.
This is a good way for me to remember what the hell the plot is so I can finish the game.
Yeah, there's so much going on in here all the time. I feel like because you have all of
Yeah,
you
it
have 8
was
different
so hard.
people's like stories in addition to having like Natsume's overarching story. It's
Trying
really
to
easy
pick
to
it
remember.
up after like 2 years of waiting or something is
Yeah, I
like
can
a
imagine.
disaster.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably like an incentive to reread it,
Yeah.
but oh well.
Oh well.
A good time. Thank you for coming. Thanks, chat, for coming too.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good time. I know it was really heavy this last chapter, but it's a good story, honestly.
That's the entire thing. It's just everyone's sad.
I mean, this was like legitimately triggered content.
Yeah.
To be fair, granted, like anything can be triggering if depending on who you are. But
Yeah.
thanks, money.
Thanks, Monty.
Um,
Do you know what it's the anniversary of?
what's the anniversary of?
Vagina bones.
Oh, right. I did see that, actually.
Yeah, guys.
They took away her vagina bone.
They took away her vagina bones.
It's like been 2 years, right?
Hmm?
I think it was 2 years, right? 2022
For the game?
or something like that. Like the post.
The
I
post
saw
is
that.
2016.
2016, 8 years?
It's been 8 years.
Oh my god, that's so many.
8 years ago, the vagina bones meme came into existence. What a guy.
Not only did they remove her cleavage, but they also removed her vagina bones.
I hope that guy enjoys going down in internet infamy.
What should I do now? I want a delicious drink.
You should definitely go make yourself a delicious drink.
I don't... I'll see what I have.
Gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably take a shower and like just relax. Maybe like actually go to bed on time because I have not been doing that.
I want to try doing that.
Yeah. Why are some of these locked and some of them? I have to do something special. Why is this locked? I feel like that shouldn't be locked.
What is it?
This is Minato's route.
Oh yeah, weird.
This is... There's like something in between here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why there's something like missing here.
I don't know. Maybe you like went backwards and forgot to save.
Oh, maybe. That's true. I didn't think about that. Though usually it still unlocks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Wait, what happened to the other one? Oh, it's a scene with Minato.
But it sounds like you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I feel like I should have seen it.
Isn't it the one on the balcony? That's the CG, right?
I'm trying to remember what it looked like because it's been a while.
I thought it's the... I don't know.
I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Oh, there's choices on the route. Okay, that's why. Didn't I just unlock this one though?
Looks like you have some going back to do.
Because this should be the one with her, right? With Niigaki?
Oh, you're right.
Maybe my game just doesn't like me.
Maybe.
Hmm. Odd. Okay.
Well, that's fine.
It's fine. Whatever.
What is the... Whatever the heck was, like, playing during... Well, this is all... this must be all of the ones that are playing during Toma's part.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I really liked his music tracks. Which is good, because, like... his is all about music.
Yeah.
They made really good choices with his...
His was so yaoi.
Yeah. I feel like that's part of it, is that, like, this set is, like, the people that were basically in love with Mamiya to some extent.
Oh yeah. No, they're all in love with Mamiya.
Yeah, like, I feel like the others, it wasn't quite the
It's not really
same.
love.
Yeah, it was more like a place of solace for them from their, like, difficult lives.
Yeah.
Whereas this was actually, like, we have, like, romantic feelings for them.
Yeah. No way. Toma gay?
I do think it's very funny.
Samejima Black Butler.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Black Butler is heating up right now. I'm enjoying the
Mhm.
anime. I'm glad that they are doing it well.
I haven't seen it. Is it like a remake? Or is it a continuation?
This is a continuation. It's been like a really long time since they've made one, but
Yeah,
like
see,
basically
I
basically what they've been doing is they've been
They're stories, right?
yeah, it's story arcs.
I see.
Like they don't have like they do have seasons, but really it's just like they're adapting story arcs. So like this one is all about like each story arc covers like a mystery having to do with like something that needs to be solved for like the queen, basically, because that's Seal's job, because he solves mysteries that aren't supposed to be like talked about in public.
I see.
Like in
I've
this
only
case,
seen season 1 and season 2.
you should watch the like circus arc, and
Maybe I will.
I do like the, what is it? It's not the Noatic, is it? Is that a different game, or is that? It's a
I don't know.
It's another Titanic parody,
Oh.
basically. And like, oh, it's the Book of the Atlantic. That's what they call it. I think the ship is called the Noatic, but I can't remember. Oh, welcome. I hope you had a good bath.
Hope you enjoyed
We were
your
talking about
bath.
baths earlier.
No way, did you hear us? That's crazy.
They must have.
I want a bath.
But yeah, you should watch Black Butler.
I've been meaning to watch it with
I can check.
what's it called, with Tabs, because I'm honestly shocked that Tabs has not watched Black Butler, because it has like whenever I see something that has like really cool fashion, I'm like, Tabs should watch this. I think she'd enjoy it for the fashion, and Black Butler is one of those.
I'll check. I haven't watched it so long.
Are you watching the season 2? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because we're comparing Samejima to Sebastian, because he just looks the same. Samejima Black Butler and Kuroko no Basket, whose name is Toma, like from I7, along with Kura from Danmaka from I7. This cast is just like a bunch of XPs. Not on purpose, that's for sure, but... A bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, like, really impressed that they always adapt. Like, after season 2, which went so far off base from the original, like, source material, everything after that, like from the Book of Circus on, has just been perfect, pretty much. Like, obviously there's like some discrepancies because of limitations, but like for the most part, the adaptation's really good. I like legitimately don't remember what happens in this, like the conclusion of this arc, so it's kind of a nice ride for me. Because I've read like, I need to go back to reading the manga because I read it past the Green Witch arc. Like I got to like the big reveal about Ciel, but like I didn't read after that because I got caught up and then forgot to read more because it's a monthly manga. I do think it's funny that like Yana Toboso has said that like she's gotten like comments like, oh, you've applied your Twisted Wonderland stuff to this part, and it's like, no, this came first. I hadn't even started college by then. I think I was finishing college by that when I was reading that. Noel, did you die?
Hmm?
Oh, you are still here.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at Blazer reviews.
Lasers?
Yeah. I got distracted.
I can see that. That's okay. It's probably a good time to wrap up anyway. I can yap as much as possible though.
I
But
want a
today I should
snack.
probably go to bed. Because like I've been really bad about sleeping recently. And
Me too.
it's been showing.
Me too.
We like that. I should sleep now. What am I doing? Wednesday is more Phoenix Wright. I moved some
Yay.
shit around so that way I could like play a lot of I the Somnium Files and also have time for my karaoke.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will be there.
I'm cool. I don't really have a
Yeah.
set list.
That's fine.
I'll have to see what I can make.
I should sleep early-ish too. Because I stream tomorrow.
We'll have
So
a
I
good
should.
stream.
Thank you.
Tomorrow's my off day.
This is half an off day.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Because you're not streaming,
Yeah.
but you're with me.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine.
So everybody go,
Watch Noel tomorrow.
Oh god. My Tuesday streams are the most insane ones.
Oh yeah, because they're just the ones that you like yapping, right? Like you just talk, talk.
Yeah, I should send you a a timestamp of when I really went insane last week.
You do, like, you do send me timestamps. It's funny.
Yeah, I go crazy.
You know who we haven't?
Maybe a little too crazy.
Who we haven't rated in a really long time?
We're gonna go raid Mina.
Oh my
Everyone
god.
say hi to Mina.
Whoa, who's that? Never heard of her.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, go have fun. Bye bye everyone.
What?
She's literally talking about us right now.
Thanks for coming. Bye bye.